Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's 2023. How the heck are you? Did you have a nice holiday? Everybody doing good? I'm hoping to see you on here in any second. There's Patty. Hello, Patty. Just going to give it another minute and see if others come on. I see you starting to get your, hi Jean, your notifications and coming on. Welcome to my page. Hi Cindy, welcome. We're going to get started in just 1 minute. I have a really fun, fold, and cute card for you. Hello Irene. Happy New Year, everybody. I know you're going to wonder why my camera is not facing me, and it's because I have had COVID. Yes, this is day 6. I never got really sick, thank goodness. You might hear a little bit of a cold in me. I tested today and I'm still positive, so I'm just laying low. Hi, Lisa. My husband caught it first. And then I got it, and praise the Lord, we have kept my mom safe, and she has not got it. I test her every single day, and she is still negative. I'm hoping that I'm negative tomorrow. I got my, hi Viola, I got my smell and my taste back. So I think I haven't sneezed in 2 days. I haven't had a fever in 4 days. And the fever I had was barely anything. So thank goodness for those vaccinations, right? So that's why I have my camera facing down. I've been in my pajamas for a week, and I just don't feel like, spending my time in the mirror, at the mirror and stuff. So that's why we're looking down. I think it is time to start. Hi, Debbie. So welcome, everybody, and thank you for sprinkling. I do have a little bit, hi, Stephanie, of bad news. Because I've been down for 6 days, I have not been, my daughter is a nurse and she keeps tabs on me. I have not been able to prep for open house. So I will not be able to have open house this coming Thursday. Plus, I still don't know if I'll be positive or not by then, and I don't want to put anybody in jeopardy ever. So we'll see how it goes. I plan to have it the following week. I feel absolutely fine. Thank you, Louise. I never really felt sick, a little tired, and a lot of sneezing and a lot of Kleenex, but that was pretty much it. Okay, enough about me, but open house will have to be canceled for everybody's safety, so I just wanted you to know that. All right. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev, as I said. I am your host, Beverly Morales. If you have not been here before, I want to welcome you. Hi, Natalie. I am from Tracy, California, and I've been a demonstrator for 27 years. I do have my new host code for January. There it is. And you can shop with me there on my website at beverlystamps.stampinup.net. My YouTube channel is my name with Stampin' Up added to that. You can watch replays there. If you have anybody you know that does not have Facebook and would like to watch my replays, they can watch there on YouTube. And there is my email address in case you need to get a hold of me with any questions. All right. So I have, oh, you're watching from Utah. I love Utah, Natalie. I love Utah. Obviously, that's where Stampin' Up is. So that's how I started going there, and I love that state. All right, we have a winner for the shaker card that I made on Tuesday. And let me show you who that is. Cheryl Christensen. Congratulations, Cheryl. Cheryl is a friend of mine. She lives here in town. I don't think she's a stamper, but she watches my lives now and then, pretty often. And so congratulations. I'm very happy that she will be receiving a handmade card from me. In case you don't know, anytime you watch my lives and you comment, you get your name in a drawing for the project I made. So that's how you win. It's real simple. And then I had a December giveaway, and we picked a name. My husband, I asked him to pick a number, and he picked number 11, and number 11 is Dacia. Dacia has been a customer of mine for forever. I'm going to say 20 years. So congratulations, Dacia. I will be dropping this off to you. It's a fun kit. I think you're going to love it. She loves kits. She's a Paper Pumpkins subscriber of mine. She loves kits, so I know she's going to love that. All right, let's get started. Let me show you the card. I was looking around on the internet, and I saw Jackie Bullhouse create this fold. Well, I don't think she created this fold. I can't remember if she said she did or didn't, but I don't think she did. Anyway, I'd seen it before, so this reminded me. This is my own design, but I'm going to give her credit for reminding me about the actual fold. Look at this card. Jackie made hers very elegant with florals and things. Mine is very cute with this new set, Share a Milkshake. Thanks, Natalie. I think it's adorable too. I could not wait to share it today. You know what? I thought it looked dark in here. Hold on. Oh, it still doesn't look as bright as normal. Okay, so I used the bundle, Share a Milkshake bundle, to create, to embellish this card. And I absolutely love how it turned out. It's so much fun. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like it as well. So we're the bundle, as I mentioned, and this is in the new mini that you can order from starting January 5th. Okay, and remember, it's also celebration, so you can earn free merchandise. I paired, because this is a birthday card, I wanted a cute birthday sentiment here, so I paired this cute stamp set that's also in the new mini, Best Day. I wanted a really cute new birthday set, and I really fell in love with this cake and this fat little kitty as a cupcake. I thought that was adorable, and then I love the fonts and the sparkles. I was thinking 4th of July for sparklers too on that one. So I paired it up with that for that sentiment right there. I did a little embossing in advance for you, but I did use the tray and the tools. This tray, this set of tools here, is in the annual catalog, and I used white ink, Whisper White ink, and I used the white embossing powder. But I did that in advance. I've shown you guys how to emboss many, many times. So for time's sake, I chose to do that in advance. However, if someone is on here that does not know how to emboss, please tell me, because I don't want you, I never want anyone to walk out of my studio or to walk out of one of my classes or to leave alive not knowing something. So please ask me your questions or tell me you need to see it, because that is my job and I would love to show you. Okay? All right. So what else did I use? This is the bundle package for the dies. Let me put that where that belongs. These Scallop Contour Dies, I use them probably, well, I don't know, all demonstrators use them so much. If you don't have these yet, if you're new to stamping or you've had them on your list for a while, it's a good time to buy them starting January 5th. So you can get some free merchandise while you're at it, right? But these cute little rectangle scallops are from the Contour Dies, and so that's what created the two clusters there. And I wanted to show off, like I did on Tuesday, the Dandy Designs 12 by 12 designer series paper. a celebration item that you can earn absolutely free with a $100 purchase during celebration. This is 48 sheets, double-sided. It's going to last a really long time. Bright, fun colors. And the colors on the back are Balmy Blue, so that's why I chose the Balmy Blue cardstock to go along with this project. Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, Mongo Melody, and Petal Pink. So a bunch of fun colors. So let's get started. You're going to need your paper trimmer. I have all my stamps out on their blocks already, so let me move them aside a little bit, give my paper trimmer some more room. You're going to need to pick one of those fine designer series papers and cut it down to 12 by 5 1/4. So let me make sure I did that in advance. Yes, I did. There's the 5 1/4, and here is, should be the 12, the size of the paper. That's right. Okay, so this is cut right. The reason I remembered seeing this fold before is because it reminds me of the cheerleading, or not cheerleading, but the statement we used to say when we were kids, 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate, and that kind of thing. So that's what I call this card, the 2, 4, 6, 8 card. So that's the scoring, really, really simple. So I'm going to place the edge of the 12-inch paper. Hi, Carol, Happy New Year to you, dear. On 2. And I'm going to score lightly with the light blade, then to 4, and score again, then to 6, and one more time at 8. All right, and hi, Roz, Happy New Year, hon. And then we'll have this piece left for the base of the card. Okay. So I'm going to take the last score line, the 8, and I'm going to start there by creasing. We always need our bone folder. Then I'm going to fold back at each one of the lines. You just decide what side you want to show to be the front and what side you want to be the back. They're both adorable, so it really doesn't matter. It's just your personal preference at the time. This would be a very weak card if it didn't have a cardstock base, so we need one. So because the DSP is white and Balmy Blue, hi Gail, I chose Balmy Blue cardstock, and I cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this is what is going to layer and make our card more, a real card, make it stable. So let me get this down right away. And I'm just going to use my liquid glue. Now tomorrow I am going to pop up, hopefully, if everything goes as planned, at 10 a.m. I am making my thank you cards for everybody that placed an order for me in the month of December. And I'm absolutely in love with them. Oh my gosh. Hi, Judy. I'm in love with them. So I need to show them to you before I get them sent out. And I created a little, I'm calling it a belt card. And you'll see tomorrow if you come back and watch. I created a little belt, and I love it. I just love it. So I want to share that with you. So come back tomorrow, and then Tuesday will be my to be continued as normal. So back to this card, we need a layer piece to sit on the card on the inside. Because this is a smaller designer series paper backing, we need to make the size smaller than normal here. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. While I have it flat, though, I'm going to stamp the inside of my card with the cute darn sentiments that come in this set. And this one says, "Life is sweeter with you." I just think that's so, so cute. I'm using Sweet Sorbet ink pad. And I need my mats. Move this off to the side. Get my scrap paper. There we go. With your photopolymer stamps, it is advised that you use the piercing mat underneath, because photopolymer stamps do not have the foam backing like a rubber stamp does. So if you find that when you stamp with photopolymer, you're not getting a great image each and every time, this will fix that problem. There you go. I usually don't have a problem, but we don't want to take a chance, right? We want it to work out the first time. Now, in the dies that come in this bundle, and I just got ink on my fingers and got it on my card. This is too cute of a card to have that. So, we are going to go to the other side. And look what happened. I didn't notice that I got ink on the block when I tapped. So that's why there's ink. I got ink on my fingers. Okay, let's do this a little more careful this time. I'm going to tap lighter. I must have pressed too hard. That's a cute little pop-up there. Little worm. And stamp down. Okay. There we go. Okay, so in the dies, come in this bundle, there is one die that has 3 hearts on it. And I wanted to show you when you cut those out that you get 3 separate hearts. Just in case you don't have it yet and you were wondering. Sometimes they're together, sometimes they're not. So we often wonder. So I'm going to set these hearts into the inside of the card just to decorate, make the inside as festive as the rest of the card is. Excuse me. And then this little tiny one here as well. I'll set that down in the corner. Okay, now we'll turn it to the other side and put our liquid glue. Come over to our card base, and the inside is finished. It is fun. This card is literally fun to make. I had a blast making it. Okay, so now we can decorate the rest of the card. I took 2 of the, I took Balmy Blue cardstock like I had mentioned, and I used the 1, 2, 3, the third to the smallest, no, the third to the largest die. And I cut out 2 of them. So there's a large frame, another frame that's just a little bit smaller, and this is the third one down. I love these scallops, these contour dies so much because of the scallops and the stitching, and I want the stitching to show when I get these on. So I don't want to cover them. I can't stamp on this because it's Balmy Blue. Well, I guess I could, but I choose not to. I want to stamp on white. So I cut 2 pieces of basic white cardstock as well. And I cut them just under 2 inches, just a hair under 2 inches, and just under 3 1/4 inches long. And see how perfectly they fit right there, so you can see the stitching still. You can see all the activity and the beauty of these dies. So we're going to stamp on these 2 pieces now. And I'm going to get my Milkshake glass. oh my gosh, I just love this set. And I'm going to stamp this in the lighter color Soft Suede. Tapping. And then coming and stamping this down towards the bottom of the cardstock, because I'm making a float, actually, a milkshake float, and I want the vanilla ice cream to be on top, so I have to leave room for that. So there's that. Then I'm going to cover the cup with all the detail that comes in the set as well. Look at this detail. And I'm using early espresso for that, because I want a vanilla shake with chocolate syrup. I'm telling you, when I had the first few days of COVID, it didn't hurt my appetite at all. Hey, Florence. I craved a strawberry milkshake. So my husband went and got it for me, and I ate the cherry on top. So good. I took a bite of the whipped cream, so good, and a sip of the strawberry milkshake, so good. Then I kind of stirred it up and started sipping some more, and I'm like, hey, I can't taste this. Not realizing that's a COVID symptom. I mean, I knew that. I know that. I know people that have had COVID. A lot, everybody has. And they say you lose your taste and your smell. Well, I hadn't until I got that milkshake. So then I started tasting other things, and there was no taste. And I'm like, oh, brother. Well, I got that all back now. Like I said, I'm on the mend. I will be disappointed if I'm not negative tomorrow. I really will. I'm done with this. And like I said already, though, the blessing is that my mom has been understanding and has not got it. So, all right. So I said earlier that I embossed with the white craft ink and the white embossing powder, the vanilla, either the whipped cream that's on top of my vanilla and chocolate syrup milkshake here. And I'm just going to place that down. And on Tuesday, I talked about loving that slit so much because you could slip the cherry in there. And I talked about having this little tiny die that I really didn't know what it was yet. And guess what it is? In my head, it's chocolate fudge. Oh, for on top. Yay. All right, on Tuesday, I also stamped the cherry for you, so I'm not doing that again today. If you missed it, you can go back and look, and you will see how I made the cherry two colors. It's simply by using the markers instead of a stamp pad. And I used, here they are right here, I can show you. Hi Joy, right here. So I used the Sweet Sorbet and the Granny Apple Green, and I colored the stamp. And then I stamped on white basic cardstock, and I have my little cherry. So now let's put, I don't like it just sitting there like I mentioned on Tuesday. So it's going underneath my chocolate fudge because I need a straw. And there is a straw in this die set. And the straw goes in there too. Adorable, right? Adorable. All right, so for the straw, I have a scrap of the Designer Series paper and a scrap of silver paper. And I am going to get my cut and emboss machine. I'm going to move this little guy over. And I'm going to cut out my spoon and my straw. So all my dies are kept in this magnetic bowl. If you don't know where you can get a magnetic bowl, you can either go to Amazon and have it delivered right to your door, or you can go to Harbor Freight. Thank you for letting me remember the name of that store, Lord, because I always forget the name of that store. It's a man's, it's for men, really. I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of women there that can use tools. I'm just not one of them. And you can get them right there at the checkout counter, these magnetic little bowls. What they're for is men use them when they're working on vehicles, and they take all their little nuts and bolts out, and instead of losing them, they throw them in these bowls until they need them back. And so us crafters, I don't know which wise stamper thought of this, but she was very wise. She got them, and I'll tell you what, especially when you have small dies like this, you want to keep your dies in one place while you're creating, that you won't lose them. So look at this cute spoon and cute straw. Now there's a stamp in the set too where you can stamp your straw, but this paper was striped, so I just used the paper on this card. Okay. So let's go back here. And I'm just going to, I don't want to lose my little spoon. I'm going to leave it right there. So let's go back here. You know, I so wish I could play music while I'm doing these lives, but it's a no-no. They will mute you, I think. And I would be playing, you know, some sock hop music right now with this set. It's so stinking cute. Okay, I want to make sure I can get my straw in the slit, since I put it all down with dimensionals before I put the straw in, which I didn't do when I made the card. So I was just excited to talk to you guys and be here that I misstepped. So you want to put your straw, you want to put your straw in before you put your dimensionals on, and then you could even hold it down with the dimensional. But look at that. Isn't it the cutest? You need this set. You do. You simply do. It's adorable. And then, as cute as this is, now I'm going to tell you, oh, I'll just do it. I'll be daring. The Crystal Effects goes on the cherry, but you have to remember that it takes a while to dry. So don't touch it before it's dried, or you'll smash it, because what the Crystal Effects does, it's not only shiny, but it's dimensional. It dries like a bubble, per se. So I'm going to be daring, and hopefully I don't touch it before this live is over. And then when you add all of this to this die here, this contour die. Now normally I tell you never put the glue on the bigger piece. Well, see why you should never say never? Rarely do I do this. The only reason I'm doing it right now is because of the Crystal Effects. I didn't want to turn this over. So because I know this paper is a little bit smaller than the stitching, I knew that if I put my glue inside the stitching, I'd be okay. Let me see, somebody's saying something. Florence, what are you, after your first video on the shake? It's on your list. Yes, it's a super cute one. Super cute. You'll be happy you got it. I'm glad my video helped you decide. Look at this, how cute. Okay, so now we just have to put it on the front of the card, and I need a sentiment still. All right, so another little trick I've taught all my customers. Yeah, I knew what you meant. One, yeah. So we want to put glue back here, and we want this to hang off. You determine how far. This far, this far. I'm going to say 4 little scallops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So now I do... It's thick, so it's not going to drip off, but I just want to be careful. So I'm going to put glue not any wider than 4 scallops. Okay, and then I'm going to close this down and count my scallops again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and set it down right in the little valley between the 4th and the 5th scallop. The reason that's so important is if you put glue too far out, it's going to stick to everything. So you just want glue on this part here. I hope I was clear in that. All right, so look how cute that is. When you cut your cardstock down for all these pieces, you're going to land up with some little strips left over. So I saved that. And now I'm looking for my Sentiment Celebrate. There it is. And back to my Sweet Sorbet ink color. And what's missing? My paper piercing mat. Okay. So let's take Celebrate and we're going to tap. I have a thumb and a finger on the edge of my block, and I'm simply tapping lightly onto the stamp pad. And then I'm going to press lightly onto the cardstock, and the trick is to leave it there for a second or two. The people that get in the habit of doing this can get partial images. If you just let it sit there a second or two, it will soak into the paper and you will get a complete image every time, and you won't be frustrated, I promise. Okay. So we're going to put this cute little Celebrate on the front of the card, but I'm going to make the end of it a flag cut. So I'm cutting up the center, then getting to a corner and cutting up to that center cut, and the other one, and we have a flag. This is too much excess, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. And then I'm going to come back over to my card, and look how that just completes it right there. We're getting very festive. This is going to be a fun party, I can tell. So I'm looking for my dimensionals. I'm going to put, hey Mary, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on this banner. Pull the backings off and set it right across the front there. Okay, so that's done. So now where is my second white piece? Right here. So we're going to decorate that one. Now I'm going to take the smaller ice cream dish, and I am going to do the same thing that I just did. I want this and this. Now when I looked at this stamp right here, maybe you can see it better if I show you the cover of the stamp set. Yeah, you can. Okay, so this stamp is this image. And I'm all, what the heck is that? What is that? I had no clue what that was. Silly me. I looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and then I said to myself, well, I guess you better stamp it and see, maybe that'll help your eyes figure it out. So I'm going to, oops, that's early espresso. I would have did the wrong color. I'm going to go back to the soft suede again. And I stamped it out, and then I realized it's the detail for this little small dish. So if it isn't, it works, but that's what I think it is. And I wanted to tell you what I'm using it for, because I had no clue what that was at first. So this is that's the soft suede. This is the early espresso. So I'm going to ink up this detail. It's okay that you're late, Mary. You can always watch the replay. Now I need to pull this down and get it in front of me so I can see. But this is called two-step stamping, and because they're photopolymer stamps, you can see through from the block through the stamp to the image you already stamped. And now you've got a decorative little plate. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Got a decorative little sundae dish. I think it's so Cute. Then we have another ice cream. This one's all chocolate right here. Let me see if I have a lighter one. I don't. Or you could put the smaller one like that. But I wanted this one and more. I've been craving sweets and more fudge on this one. But look, this is a killer. This is killing me right now. Look at this silver spoon. It just fits right in that slot. So the cherry fits in the slot, the straw fits in the slot, and the spoon fits in the slot. Oh my goodness. And you could do this soft suede if you want a lighter ice cream to coordinate, you know, differently with the bowl, or a different ice cream altogether, strawberry, whatever you want. So, oh, this is what I wanted to teach you too. So there's a little divot right here, like a little cloud, like a little V. And on this little piece, there's the same little V. So you just match those up. You would have figured it out on your own, I know, but you know, why shouldn't I tell you? And then you just know, and it's all good. All right, let's go back to dimensionals again. Starting to throw stuff everywhere. Where did my dimensionals go? It's not like it's the only pack I have, so I'm going to grab another one. And stick this down. And see what I mean about the spoon is sticking through the back now, so you can actually put the dimensional there, and that will hold it in place and it won't slip out. So that's how easy it is. The first time I made it a little bit more difficult than need be. And set this down. Oh my gosh, I love it. But like I said, I wanted a birthday, the words birthday on here, and there wasn't any in the set. The set has celebrate, but I already used that on the front, and life is sweeter with you. I could have used that and you're the cherry on the top. I could have used that and wrote happy birthday, but I wanted happy birthday on here. So I went to that second set, best day, and I grabbed this one. There's my dimensionals. They were under the stamp set. So back to Sweet Sorbet. Back to tapping lightly. Now this is a rubber stamp, so I don't need my mat. And I'm going to stamp this right up on top. Hold my paper and lift. Perfect. Close up my stamp pad and get my contour scallop die. Glue this down. Doesn't that spoon just kill you? I just love it. Hi, Debbie. All right, so to get this on the card straight, here's what I would do. Remember the 4 scallops, so we'll do the same thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't want to go any wider than 4 scallops. Now the glue's on the back, right? So we're going to put this one behind. Now there's no glue here, so we're safe. So don't get freaked out. So we're going to put these two together like this. We're going to line them up. When you've got them completely straight, look at the bottom and the top and the side. Just close it. Now this one is stuck to that one, so you've skipped. This was 2, 4, 6, 8. You skipped one panel. But because you put the dry side up against this side and lined it all up, you just had to press, and now it will stick to the correct panel. And you've got your card all done. Very simple. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That is the easiest way I could think of to line things up, and it's really simple. Just use your 4 scallops as your eye for glue, and then put the 2 dry sides together and push it all down. This is going to be a fun fold that you're going to enjoy making all the time, because when it stands up, it's stinking cute. When you're looking at the back, it's stinking cute. When you're looking at the front, no pun intended, but it takes the cake, right? I think it's adorable. I've got some more ideas swimming in my head, but haven't got them done. But tomorrow, thank you, Margaret. Tomorrow, if you come back at 10 a.m. Pacific time, I'm going to show you the thank you cards that I'm about to send out to all those who ordered from me in December. And I think you're going to love those too. One thing, I don't know if you noticed when I brought my scraps out here, that I had them pinned together with these super, super cute clothespins. Have you ever seen clothespins that are stamped on? So when you use them to close a birthday bag or something, or to hold something, or to hang things, they're super cute. Well, all you have to do is go to the Dollar Tree and buy the plain ones, plain clothespins, and use the stamps and your Sweet Sorbet ink and stamp on your clothespins. Any small images. Look how cute these are. Oh my gosh. This is the straw stamp, stamped at an angle across my clothespins. I just think they're so cute. They just, when you have to hold something, it's just cuter that way. Now, I will tell you, when you stamp on a clothespin and you press, it's gonna go down because it's a clothespin, right? So how do you avoid that problem? When you're stamping here, I'm right-handed, so I hold it here and then I stamp, and because I'm holding it down here, it won't close. Here you can just stamp away, here you can just stamp away, but at the end you need to hold the opposite end in place so you can press your ink. But isn't that fun to have these cute clothespins instead of the plain ones? Somebody comes over, just give them 5 or 6, especially if they're crafters. I know they'll love them. All right, ladies, I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed your time here tonight. I hope you come back tomorrow for my quick pop-up at 10 a.m. And I'm just going to show you the cute little belt idea I have. All right, good night. Happy New Year. Have a great one. Bye-bye.